What's up guys, Mickle here, and something that I think is going way too under the radar right now is how close we actually are from the Ripple SEC case being over. Guys, in this video, I want to give you the date for when this case is actually expected to be over and go over exactly how they line up with the XRP price chart. Guys, the last time we got big news involving the Ripple SEC case, the price went absolutely parabolic, but got rejected inside the massive symmetrical triangle we've been stuck in. Guys, I want to show you that I believe when the Ripple SEC case is officially over this summer, we actually have the potential to break out big time. Make sure to stick around for that. You are not going to want to miss it. Guys, your support means so much to this channel. Thank you to everyone who likes the videos and to subscribe to the channel. These things really do help me out so much. Also, if you ever need a good place to buy some XRP, make sure to check out my favorite exchange Uphold down in the description of this video. With that said, though, let's jump right into it, and I hope you guys enjoy the content. So guys, I wanted to share this with you just to start off the video real quick, and that's that James O'Keefe is now talking about ETHgate. This is something that certainly was not on my 2024 bingo card. He's essentially calling attention to the regulatory free pass given by the SEC to Ethereum and Bitcoin over the rest of the cryptocurrencies in the market. Now, guys, I actually haven't gone over exactly what he's talking about, but I think it's important to understand that mainstream attention on the Ethereum free pass is ultimately good for every cryptocurrency out there except Ethereum. I mean, the fact that Ethereum was let through the door by the SEC in the manner it was is just absolutely shocking. It's something I believe documentaries are going to be made about in the future. I think it's going to go down as one of the biggest scandals in cryptocurrency history. And the fact that mainstream media is now picking up on it is kind of just letting us know, right, this story is not going to be left under the radar. For a while, I kind of thought, maybe this is just something the XRP community is going to know about and everyone else is just going to kind of move on without fully understanding. But seeing James O'Keefe and some of the bigger media outlets like Forbes starting to pick up on this story lets me know that this thing is going to end up seeing the light of day and people are not going to get away with what happened. Ultimately, I just wanted to share this with you because it seems like whenever the ETHgate thing starts to fade away, people start to forget about it, people aren't talking about it, something like this happens and new things are brought to light. It's important to understand that there's still a lot of independent media sources and investigative sources going after the SEC, one of them specifically being Empower Organization. I highly suggest you give them a follow. FOIAing the SEC, trying to get more information. So while I understand why some people sometimes think there isn't being progress made, sometimes people think things are dead and things aren't moving forward, guys, the SEC is trying to slow them down. The SEC is trying to stall. The SEC is trying to do everything they can to not let this information out. But I think at the end of the day, the legal system is going to win here and the truth will be brought to light. I want to move on though and quickly talk about something else. Guys, it looks like Solana is down again. And Solana is a great retail blockchain, but I think this just proves that Solana is never going to get institutional adoption. Guys, I don't think any financial institution is going to be able to build an application on Solana when the blockchain is constantly going down and crashing. Every single time Solana needs to be restarted, it is proof that it's still a centralized blockchain. Guys, this just kind of goes against the entire ethos of what blockchain was looking to solve. This completely goes against the purpose of blockchain technologies and what they were put out to fix, because if you just have a centralized system that a single entity can keep restarting and keep fixing, well, it completely defeats the purpose of having a decentralized network. Guys, in my opinion, there still isn't a blockchain out there that has been able to replace what the XRP ledger is, a fast, efficient blockchain that is reliable and doesn't have these kinds of issues. I really do believe that the institutions that have been working with the XRP ledger and Ripple for the past 5 to 10 years in the background have been watching the XRP ledger's health in comparison to some of these other networks and understanding, right, that the XRP ledger is going to be the best suited to build financial applications on. Reliability is critical in the financial system, and so is decentralization. If we just wanted to build more centralized pieces of software to move money around and build applications on, you wouldn't need something pretending to be decentralized. Guys, if Solana keeps on having to be restarted like this, there's no doubt in my mind it's just pretending to be decentralized. It's not actual decentralized technology. It's just centralized technology masked as blockchain, masked as being decentralized, and it really kind of defeats the purpose of the entire project. Cool things can still be built on Solana. Solana can still pump, but it's not the end goal. It's not the XRP disruptor that a lot of people have painted it to be. Guys, the more and more issues like this, Solana has, the more and more the trust in the network is going to have to be restarted. And honestly, it's shocking to me that people in the retail space are still putting any faith in this project. To me, it just seems more like centralized software than anything unique or different. I want to move on though and finish off this video and quickly talk about the Ripple SEC case and how I see this actually aligning with the price charts for XRP. I think this is fascinating. Guys, I think a lot of people are kind of sleeping on how close we actually are to the end of the Ripple SEC case. And me personally, right, on this channel, I haven't been talking about the Ripple SEC case much anymore, specifically because I believe the most important parts of the case are over. XRP was deemed not a security by Judge Torres, and this cannot be appealed. It's so important to understand that the parts of the Ripple SEC case that are still ongoing are simply between Ripple and the SEC and have nothing to do with XRP itself inherently being a security or not. Now, with that said, I still think this case is putting tremendous pressure on the XRP price chart because the last time we saw a major event involving this case drop, the price of XRP absolutely skyrocketed. So let's talk about when we can actually see this case ending, because I think you guys are actually going to like this a lot. So what we know is right now we are waiting on Ripple to file their brief in this case. Essentially, this has to do with the damages Ripple owes for selling institutions XRP. I'm not going to get into the entire thing, but some of Ripple's sales of XRP were deemed securities, and now the only part left in this case is Ripple and the SEC trying to determine the fine for Ripple selling XRP to those institutions in a way that was deemed a securities transaction. The transaction was the security, not the XRP, and the SEC is trying to collect a fine on that. Now, the SEC wants $2 billion. Never going to happen. We have talked about on this channel why that's never going to happen, but that's not what this video is about. What we know is Ripple's answer to the SEC's $2 billion request is due April 22nd. I am fascinated to see what Ripple says in this brief because, guys, we're kind of at the end of this thing, and I think Ripple's going to hit hard. I don't think there is any way Ripple is not going to go at the SEC's throat in this motion, and I think they're really going to embarrass the SEC on April 22nd. After that, the SEC actually gets a chance to respond to Ripple, and that is on May 6th. And after May 6th, we are done with the case. All discovery, all motions are completed. It is just up to Judge Torres to make her ruling. Now, I do believe the SEC is going to request an extension on this May 6th date. I think they'll probably ask for 2 weeks, so we could see the case actually being over around May 20th. Guys, from then on out, it's over, and we're just waiting for Judge Torres to rule, which I believe will likely take max 2 to 3 months. In 2 to 3 months from May, June, July, August is when this case is going to be over, which is the middle of the summer. Guys, that is probably prime time for cryptocurrency season because that's also when the Federal Reserve is supposed to start cutting interest rates. Now, I want to show you the XRP price chart because I think the XRP price chart is literally telling us that that's the time period in which it thinks this case is going to be over. Take a look at this. This is pretty fascinating. As we talked about earlier, right, XRP once again tried to break out of this symmetrical triangle and failed. It looked like it was about to break out, got rejected, and now is falling back down within this thing. But if we take a look at where XRP actually sits in regards to this triangle being over, guys, it's July, August time period. This is exactly when we're expecting the Ripple SEC case to be over. And I think this is one of those unique examples of a price chart kind of showing us the fundamentals, right? I think the XRP price chart is trying to tell us, hey, this is when we think the case is going to be over, and that's going to be XRP's big breakout moment. Guys, the last time this case ended, right? It didn't actually end, but Ripple got a massive win proving that XRP was not a security. The XRP price went up 100% more and immediately kind of retraced because people realized, hey, the SEC might appeal. Hey, this case is still ongoing. Hey, it's not over yet, and kind of got stuck back within this triangle. Guys, I am firmly convinced that XRP's big breakout moment is going to be when this case is over. And what we know is the XRP price chart is perfectly aligning with the dates given to us by the lawyers. Guys, there's going to be a day we wake up and this case is done. There's going to be a day we wake up and the SEC is never going to have to go after Ripple again, and Ripple is going to be the only company who has been through that battle with the SEC, and XRP is going to be the only digital asset with legal clarity in the market. That is going to be a massive advantage for both Ripple and XRP going forward, and I really do believe the price chart is going to reflect that in a massive way. Guys, we know Ripple wants to expand into the United States. We know Ripple wants to IPO, and we know there's likely XRP ETFs being created in the background. I believe this is going to hit like an explosion once this case is over. I believe that is all going to come rushing into the market once we have that clarity. And guys, it looks like it is all lining up for this summer. I know some people wanted this to all happen sooner. I know some people wanted this to all happen faster, but guys, at the end of the day, you cannot project your will on these price charts. You cannot project your will on these assets. The most important part to note is XRP's fundamentals have never looked better. The rest of the market doesn't truly understand what's being built here. The rest of the market, in my opinion, doesn't truly understand cryptocurrencies. They think it's just all one big get rich quick scheme. They think it's all big, hey, invest in this coin, then dump it and move on to the next. Guys, we are one of the few communities out there that truly understands that what is being built here is the rails for a brand new financial system. Ripple is the only company actually working with the big institutions to implement decentralized blockchain technologies into the current financial system. Guys, when the rest of the industry figures this out, when XRP has legal clarity and the SEC's out of the way, all of this is going to be factored into the price of XRP. The fundamentals have never looked better. The price is going to catch up. And guys, I have never been more confident that we are sitting in an asset that's poised to benefit most from the transformation taking behind the scenes. Guys, thank you so much for coming. I hope you enjoyed this update. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. It really does mean so much. And for now, Mickle out.